Hi there, it's Lorraine here. I'm once again in my kitchen and I am sowing today onion seeds. I have actually never grown onions from seeds. I usually use sets. So this is a bit of an experiment for me. It's also January, so it's a little bit early. I don't usually get sowing with my stuff until March, but here I am all ahead of myself and going to give it a go. So today I have these seeds. These are from Sarah Raven, and they are a red onion, as you can see. So because I like to grow things that I can't generally get in the supermarket, these attracted my attention from the seed catalogue. On the back, you'll see the growing instructions, and every seed packet has these, and basically you just need to follow them. I'm going to grow these along, and if you want to grow along with me, please do. So I want to let you know that today in the biodynamic planting calendar, it's a root day. I'm choosing the afternoon of a root day. We're a few days before the full moon, and that's often a time when we get better and stronger germination. So let's see if that happens, and fingers crossed it does. These are suitable to be sown inside in January. You would sow them directly outside when the soil has heated up, kind of March, April time. So we're getting ahead of ourselves here. As I've said to you before, don't go overboard with planting. There are, what does this say in here? Does it tell you how many seeds? It might do, but there are 100 gazillion million seeds in pots, in packets, and you don't need to sow them all usually unless you are really going into major production. So don't overface yourself, keep it simple, and sow just a few, and then you can always sow more. So having said all of that, these are the onion seeds. You can see they're actually a decent sized seed. They're not too small, but they're also not huge, not like peas. So I'm going to aim, and they're black, which makes them hard to see against the seed tray. So here I have a seed tray, and this has in it compost mixed with perlite, which is this white bobbly stuff that you can see. The reason I add it is because my compost is a little bit on the heavy side, and seeds generally need a bit of free draining soil situation. So I add a bit of perlite to keep it light. And then all I've done is I've just pressed it lightly onto the seed tray so that it's nice and smooth and there's no air pockets in there. And then I'm going to sow the seeds, and I'm going to try, and rather than just sprinkling them willy-nilly, I'm going to try and put them into, there's one there, let's see if I can put them into rows. Oh, you can pick these up one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not that I can see them, but I've got a rough idea. 1, 2, I've got a feeling I might put 2 in that one. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I'm sowing these about an inch apart, both inch in rows. 2, 3, 4, 5. The rows are about an inch apart and the seeds about an inch apart. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And the reason I'm doing that, 1, 2, is to give them a bit of space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last row. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one went out of row, but that'll be fine. Okay, so once you've got enough, so what's that? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So that's about 40 onions if they all grow, which would be fabulous. And I don't need a lot more than that. And there's plenty more in this packet. So what I will do is store those so that when I've seen how many germinate from this, I can easily sow a few more if I want to, or I can sow them and share them around with friends. Now these ones need to be covered. So again, on the back of the seed packet, you see sowing, you will see sowing instructions, and it says here, I can't see it right now because I'm trying to do it in a rushed way, but basically these need to be covered with about 0.5 centimetre of soil. So I have my soil mix down here. This is very light because it's not been wetted too much, but I'm just going to sprinkle that all over. Oops, a bit there. Another little handful just to go on the top. And there we go. Trying not to disturb the seeds too much. And just again going to very lightly press it down. Don't compact it too hard, but just very lightly. Just press it down so there's no air pockets and so that it is in contact with the seed. And then label it. Label, label, label. Because it doesn't matter how great you think you are, you know those packets of things you put in the freezer thinking, I know what that is, I'm going to remember that, and you don't. It's like that with seeds. And when seeds germinate, they often all look the same, even though you think you would be able to tell an onion seed from a lettuce seed. It's not always that easy. So label them. I have wooden labels. There are ways to cut up plastic milk bottles or yogurt containers if you want to recycle and reuse plastic as much as you can. You can make them out of slate. There's all sorts of fancy ways of doing it, but the most important thing is that you use an indelible marker, an absolutely waterproof marker, because I have used biro on wood, I've used felt pen, I've used permanent Sharpies, and they are not permanent, not when it comes to being out in the garden and the greenhouse. So make sure you have a permanent marker pen that you label things with. Pop a label in these, and then what I will do with this is I will slide the tray into a polythene bag, which I will then keep the whole thing in my utility room, which is reasonably warm, and then I will watch for signs of growth. And when they start to pop through, I will take the cover off them and get them to a place where they can have plenty of light, because that's what they need as soon as they actually pop above the surface. So there you go, planting of or sowing of onions, and I hope you have fun playing with yours, and I will see you again when these germinate. I'll let you know how I get on. All right, thanks for being here. See you again.